For any Xbox or PlayStation codes or cheap games on any platform, use the referral link in the description. It'll take you to g2a.com. Use the promo code CHES over there and you'll get yourself 3% cash back. Also, I've got a new merchandise store, hats, hoodies and new tee designs, all available right now on the link in the description. Hey guys, welcome to episode number 5 of the third season here at Everton Football Club. In the last episode, we asked you what you think I should do with regards to the striking role. We have 88 rated Romelu Lukaku, we have 82 rated Peñaranda, and we also have Andre Schürrle, who can play at striker, as could Iñaki Williams for that, and could Yannick Carrasco, as could Deulofeu. So I was unsure as to whether we needed a third striker, and it turns out so were a handful of you as well. There was actually a rather popular suggestion that, after having seen me throw away a 2-0 lead against Derby, only thankfully to regain the lead again, but because of my defensive frailties last year, and because I'm not necessarily amazing defensively still this year, potentially, rather than using the amount of money we have left to buy another striker, because attack-wise, we have an extremely good squad. A couple of people were saying, well, more than a couple of people were saying, maybe go all out for a brand new centre-back. Now, one of our board objectives, lets me scroll across, one of our board objectives with regards to the youth development is to make a profit from one of our youth players, profit of 2.5 million. Now, because we think this is probably going to be the last season at Everton, and this was actually a suggestion in the comment section. I apologise, I can't remember for the life of me what your username was. You reckon we should contemplate selling Alfie Hill at centre-back to A, meet that board criteria, and B, bring in a truly world-class centre-back to partner Socrates in the starting lineup and drop Lemos to a rotation centre-back alongside Funes Mori. Now, with that in mind, I've added some of the world's best, and this saves bests, centre-backs to my shortlist. The most expensive of which is Raphael Varane at £41 million, which is a lot of money. He's currently at Arsenal, and he's been there since the first season, I think. So whether he'd be willing to leave Arsenal to come to me, not sure. Whether Arsenal would be willing to accept a bid in the first place, not sure. Also added Sergio Ramos, again, bearing in mind, probably the last season at Everton, so age isn't going to be a factor. 32 years old, but still 88 rated, still fantastic on an individual stat basis. Sergio Ramos is a potential. As is Thiago Silva, dropped to 85 rated overall now, but still, stat-wise, very, very good despite being 33 years of age, and obviously significantly cheaper, as you can see there, than the previous two. Bonucci is still 87 rated in this FIFA 17 save right now at 31 years of age, so he would be a potential option. Chiellini, unfortunately, is nowhere near the player he used to be in this save, which sucks. And Barzali is now 37 years of age and 81 rated, so he's a no-go as well. Diego Godin, however, is another high-rated option at 87 rated, which is, I think, a slight drop, isn't it, from his default FIFA 17 card? I think he's 88 rated, isn't he? He is, I just checked. And Pepe, unfortunately, has dropped significantly as well in this save, so he's a no-go as well with regards potential centre-back signing. So, again, as was the case yesterday, I'm going to need your feedback before I move forward with actually doing any deal or putting in concrete any deal. I'm going to offer for these players. Also added Kevin Volland to the potential striker list, just in case, because he was a popular suggestion in the comment section of the previous episode. But I think I do tend to agree, actually, because I did kind of, that one of my reasonings for bringing Schürrle in was that he could also play at striker. And I recorded that video like a week ago before going away to upload, and coming back and recording yesterday's episode, I kind of forgot that that was my reasoning for buying Schürrle and was reminded of that in the comment section. So thank you for that. And I do believe we will actually go for a centre-back. But which one? Don't know. I'll offer for all 5 of them, and we will see what happens. Obviously, because of the board objective, we will want to sell Alfie Hill, not use him as make weight, because that won't count as selling a player for profit. in the board criteria. So I'm going to have to sell Alfie Hill and then buy someone solely for cash, or with another youngster or another squad player that I'm not thinking of using too much as make weight. So I'm going to go and throw in some bids. Let me know in the comment section down below what you think, and or if there's any other centre-backs you think I should look at. Again, bear in mind, probably the last season here at Everton. So youngsters that could grow, any sort of young players that could grow and are good prospects, not worthwhile in this save right now. Save them for the next career mode, which will theoretically, as things stand right now, come after this third season here at Everton. So I'm going to go and throw bids in for these 5 guys, and we'll see what happens. We do, however, have the Europa League qualifying first leg today against Heerenveen, and we also have a game against Manchester City in the Premier League on the horizon too, before we face, in tomorrow's episode, Mansfield in the Football League Cup and Heerenveen again in the second leg. So I'm going to play, actually, a slightly rotated side against Heerenveen in the first leg, so I can play my first team against City, then the rotation side again against Mansfield, so I can play my first team in the big game against Heerenveen at the end of the month. Then we've got Arsenal the following Sunday. So extremely busy period, but that's why we've been buying plenty of high-rated players, so we can deal with the amount of fixtures and have the quality in squad depth. So I'm going to go and offer for some centre-backs, and then we'll go and play Manchester City. No, Heerenveen first. Heerenveen first. Drop the video a like if you enjoy. Subscribe to the channel too to make sure you don't miss out on any further content, and I'll see you in a moment. PSG have said that they want a little bit more money for Thiago Silva, should we be able to get them to accept a deal. So I'll meet them halfway. I offer 25, they want 35 and a half, so I'll offer them 30. Offer accepted, however, 34 million for Sergio Ramos, which I wasn't expecting. However, he is on one hell of a lot of money a week. I should be able to adjust my budgets, and it will do so automatically for me. So we can afford Sergio Ramos, and we've had an offer rejected for Rafael Varane, who I now quite simply cannot afford to buy. So we'll have to wait and see what happens with Alfie Hill before moving forward with that. Actually, one interesting email, that I got was this one. Romelu Lukaku, request to be transferred. I feel that I've come to the end of my time at this club. I have the need to move to a new club, and I need to move in this window. Please make it happen. No, Romelu. It will not happen. You are staying put. I am most definitely not selling A, my highest rated player, B, one of my best goal scorers, and C, my thumbnail cover star. You are staying right here at Goodison Park. Heerenveen next. Actually, not Heerenveen next. Juventus have accepted the £30 million bid for Leonardo Bonucci. So we will offer him £160,000 a week, which is what he wants. And we may have a decision for you guys to make in the comment section in the next episode. We will put a pin in that for now. We'll see how each thing develops between now and the end of the episode once we've played Heerenveen and City. But what I'm going to do now is go here and add Alfie Hill to the transfer list. We can afford everybody but Rafael Varane without selling Hill. But if I want Rafael Varane, I'm going to have to sell Alfie Hill. And then just hope that I've still got enough money to be able to get Arsenal to accept a bid. So we'll have to wait and see. Right now, though, let's concentrate on the game against Heerenveen and try and get ourselves a solid first leg result in the Europa League qualifiers. Bertrand gets that down the line to Andre Schürrle. Beats the defender very well. Slot that in there to James McCarthy, who can, very nearly give us a 1-0 lead in the first couple of moments. Cross comes back in. Unfortunately, it's over Peñaranda, but it is only going to reach the clearance as far as Ryan Bertrand. Now, Drissa's got people here in support. James Ward-Prowse can get it out wide here to Iñaki again. Cross comes in, and for a second time, only finds the defender. But this time, we will get the corner. So let's see if we can get anything from this set piece. James Ward-Prowse on it, because he has an extremely good delivery. Loads of people underneath that. It drops to Alfie Hill. Let's give it over here. Unfortunately, it's Idrissa that it comes to. I was hoping it was going to be a more attack-minded player, but Bertrand will work that back inside. And it was a poor pass in fairness, but somehow it's dropped to Andre Schürrle. Idrissa, again, another poor pass. I need to improve on my pass choice right now, but we are dominating this game in the opening 10 minutes, so hopefully it won't be long before I can get the flow of the game going and properly get some decent opportunities to give ourselves 1 or 2 goals. McCarthy, Idrissa, So much space for Iñaki Williams. Pass didn't really help him utilise it that well, but we'll pull this back to Idrissa. In there to James Ward-Prowse, who gives us a 1-0 lead. James Ward-Prowse playing very well in that cam roll. Scored in the last episode to give us a 3-2 win over Derby. And he's the man that's made the breakthrough in this one. Idrissa across to him. Good touch. And I tell you what, smart finish too into the top corner. We're 1-0 in front. McCarthy into Idrissa. Peñaranda's making the run. Well, there's only one option there for a pass, isn't it? It's Iñaki Williams. I'll pull this back to Peñaranda, and he can maybe... No, give us a 2-0 lead. Oh, God, Idrissa. Yeah, don't shoot on Gay's left foot again, Ches. I don't quite think that we're going to score on it. Although it was an awkward chance with it bouncing up at him. Maybe I'll give him the benefit of the doubt. Idrissa through to James Ward-Prowse. Does very well. Gets it to Iñaki Williams. Looking for Idrissa. Just had a chance on his left once. Just as well I gave him the benefit of the doubt, because this time he's actually buried it on his left foot. I got slightly lucky. I tried to take it on his right, take the touch across the defender, hoping that the defender would commit going the other way as he turned. He didn't. I got lucky. It dropped back to me on the left, and this time tucks it away very well. 2-0. Larson with a throw. Holgate couldn't quite intercept that, and that's a dangerous ball in as well. Ryan Bertrand's actually done particularly well to actually get back across and head that out. It was a similar sort of cross and position for the attacker that actually led to Derby's first goal in their at least brief comeback in the last episode, but thankfully Alban Lafont makes a good save from their secondary effort from the corner, and our 2-0 lead this time around, so far at least, is intact. Kobayashi. Kavlan. Nice into Larson. Got a block on it, I think. No, the shot was actually just that bad. Fair enough. That's Heerenveen's best chance of the game so far, to be honest. They did have one in the first half that Lafont made a good save from, and Peñaranda can't quite get that down and into his path properly. But I don't really feel under any threat from Heerenveen so far in this game. We'll have to wait and see if that threat grows in the second half. It did for Derby yesterday, so I'm not going to take anything for granted, but I am quite comfortable as things stand, he says, as Marzo gets in behind, and as they very... You've not given a pen. You've not given a pen there. What for? He's furious with Alfie Hill, but I didn't do anything. I'll be honest, in real time, didn't even see Alfie Hill go to ground, but didn't he not just get the ball there? It's typical. As soon as I say I feel quite confident that nothing's going to happen, oh, Alban Lafont comes up with a big save to ensure that nothing happens. The scoreline stays at 2-0. Right, I'm going to firm up defensively. That is not happening again. Final whistle goes. It's a comfortable 2-0 win for us in the first leg against Heerenveen. Slightly fortunate with the penalty save, but they were slightly fortunate to get the penalty in the first place. So we'll take it. You can see from the stats. Pure dominance with 50-50-ish, well, 51-49, you know what I mean. Very close possession-wise, but we smacked them in the overall chance creation stakes. And Manchester City, who we face next, are coming off the back of a 5-1 win against Bromley. So they're also trying to qualify for the Europa League. So we've got two English sides in the qualifiers for the Europa League at the same time. That's strange. Calvert-Lewin has gone to Alaves for £2.1 million. Bonucci's accepted his contract. Sergio Ramos has accepted his contract. Oh, brilliant. Just as I'm about to replace him in the first team, Lemos is like, oh, I don't really like playing right now. Diego Godin, that offer's been accepted, so we can offer him a contract as well. You guys are going to have quite the decision to make, aren't you, in the next episode? I will leave a straw poll in the description. Actually, no, let's wait and see if we can actually get Diego Godin to accept that contract and whether we can actually have an offer accepted for Thiago Silva first before I put that vote to you, because obviously we want to give you as many options as we possibly can. Manchester City is next, and we have 3 emails. Hopefully Godin has accepted the contract. We shall not be interfering in the Romelu Lukaku situation. We allow you to make the decision regarding the player's future at this football club. Thank you, board. I was slightly concerned that they were going to come in and be like, look, we're going to sell him unless, or we want you to sell him. But they're letting me deal with it. So I'm going to keep him, obviously. You want, how about 105? You'll probably accept that. And then crucial first team player. Right, it looks like you're going to have the choice of 4 different centre-backs to try and pick from. So there will be a straw poll in the description down below. Have your say on that straw poll. Let me know in the comment section which way you voted, and in tomorrow's episode, I will act upon whichever one you decide. Thiago Silva, 105 grand a week. Godin, 90. Bonucci, 160. Sergio Ramos, 260. But it's up to you which one we go for. I will quickly have a look at the shortlist so I can show you their individual stats, so you can make an educated decision. I simply can't afford Rafael Varane right now. So Sergio Ramos, there is stats. Thiago Silva, Bonucci, Godin. Feel free to pause the video at any point if you want to have a closer look at any of those stats. But for now, let's take on Manchester City, shall we? See if we can't start the league season with 2 wins. Oh, wow. No! What a save. Cedric with a hell of a strike, the right back. Ep5 is the man in their midfield. I don't know who he is, but that's a very good, strong arm. Oh, Deulofeu just slightly overran Ep5 there. Bonnie dropped deep from striker to try and pick up on possession, and Ep5 draws a good save out of Sergio Rico. City been the better side so far in the opening 25 minutes or so. Corners to come in from the Belgian Mertens and cleared away by the Brazilian Rafinha. But Cleese picks up the loose ball. I don't see him smacking it in there from distance, but I'll try and stop them from working something else. Don't know who that Ep5 is, but he's been very good for them so far. Involved in everything they do going forward. And unfortunately for me, I couldn't work a move to try and go forward myself there. Wilfred Bunny is probably going to go out there to Kabassi himself, but Seamus Coleman picks it off. We'll look inside there to Carrasco, who gets caught from behind by Delph. Might be in trouble. Was from behind. Yes, straight red card. I thought that might be the case there. As he came through from behind, Çalhanoğlu went... No, it was Carrasco, wasn't it? Went down, and Delph has been given his marching orders. Straight through from behind. The ball wasn't even in frame when he went for the challenge. Come on, Fabian. That's awful. Straight red card for the Englishman. City down to 10 men. Just, well, less than half an hour in. Çalhanoğlu into Rafinha. We'll go around the corner to Lukaku. They've taken a winger off to bring on an extra midfielder. So defensively, they should be just as sound as they ever were. But offensively is where they're going to have the trouble, I'd like to think. Anyway, Çalhanoğlu just trying to work some space so I can get it to Krychowiak here. Or Krychowiak, as I was told in the comment section in the last episode that his name is pronounced. And Çalhanoğlu just trips there as he's taking the shot. It's a comfortable save for Claudio Bravo. Çalhanoğlu close. Unfortunately not close enough to getting another goal for his tally so far this season. Scored in every competitive game he's been involved in, and scored in every pre-season game he was involved in as well. And Deulofeu still sort of Ep5, and I should just have the pace to race away. I'm going to have to turn back and look for support. Rafinha is there. Dance past Gundogan. Rafinha, well, he's calling for it there, Krychowiak. I'm going to have to, it's going to take me a while to get out of that habit of calling Krychowiak to get to Krychowiak, and that's surely a penalty. What is it with Manchester City and these wild challenges? Cedric is the man that gave the foul away, and it's a yellow card for him. Wasn't really a clear goal scoring opportunity as I was headed away from goal, but why even commit to the challenge there? Romelu Lukaku is going to run up now, and I'm actually going to put it to the top left or bottom left. Not that it matters. The ball's gone in the back of the net anyway. Everton 1, 10-man Manchester City 0. Easy to Boney. Boney lays it off. Fernando into Leroy Sané. Thankfully, Sergio Rico makes a good save, but that was a nice, tidy move from City. They're going to still be able to cause me some problems, I feel, even though they've only got 10 men, and that's squeezed in. Problems have been caused. Wilfred Bonny brings Manchester City back to level terms. It was always going to be their aerial presence from set pieces like that, and did Sergio Rico get anything on that? He got something on it, but just fell over backwards. He's made a couple of really good saves in this game so far, Sergio Rico, but unfortunately this time not able to come up with the goods. 1-1. Sané on the outside. I don't want to let them get crosses into Wilfred Bonny again, really, if I can avoid it. But that's exactly what they've done, and thankfully Sergio Rico was there to cut that out. Otherwise, I may have been in trouble for a second time. There is so much space here for Deulofeu to run into. It's a lovely ball from Krychowiak. Deulofeu try to turn his side. Wilfred Cleese. Still got Wilfred Bonny on the mind. Here's Rafinha. Just trying to hold off the man. Is he going to go again? He didn't really. He has now. There's Lukaku. Get it on that left foot. Here we go, Romelu. And, so very unlucky not to give us a 2-1 lead. And that was, in actual fact, the last opportunity of the half. Did really well to work the opportunity and just inches away from putting us back in front. 1-1 at the break. Gundogan throws that into Clichy. Kicks it straight against Deulofeu, then wins it back again. Well, I'll take it off you this time around if you don't mind, Gale. And we'll go for a counter-attack of our own. Rafinha get that through there to Calhanoglu. Lukaku's making a run. I'm not going to be able to get it to him properly yet. So we'll go back to Krychowiak. Through there to Carrasco. And then to Rafinha. And then through to Lukaku, who doesn't deem fit to shoot. It must have been a wonderful last-ditch tackle that stopped him from getting the shot off there, because I was certain I was about to just tuck that away into the bottom corner. Not entirely too sure how we're not 2-1 up there. Lukaku with a great opportunity off the post at the very end of the first half, and in the first 10 minutes of the second... No, you've not given a foul for that. The first 10 minutes of the second, we've come very close again through Romelu Lukaku, but not able to get the shot off. And if they go in front here, after I've done that at the other end, I'll be pissed. But no, they just brought on Kevin De Bruyne, though, for Abue, so things are going to get difficult, or more difficult than they already have been. To Krychowiak, go back to Lukaku here, and then through there to Rafinha. Calhanoglu is here, but we'll go there to Carrasco, and spin, and get it back here to Krychowiak. Rafinha's there, and he's going to turn on it, and he's in some space here. Good block by John Stones. Oh, I can't close the ball down quickly enough. Calhanoglu. Krychowiak. I'm actually going to go to Deulofeu first here, and then maybe try and pull this back to Lukaku, which is exactly what we've done. John Stones with a reaching tackle, and Lukaku with a wild shot. Expect better from him. Unfortunately, not the opportunity to give us the 2-1 lead that we're so desperate for. We've tried time and time again, but we can't seem to get the ball into the back of the net for a second time, no matter what I do. To Krychowiak. To Chali, to McCarthy. Chali's in here, but it's going to drop to Lukaku. We'll get it out wide here to Carrasco. And it's cut inside nicely. Yannick Freire. Carrasco! Mate, please, come on. Surely. How have you not gotten that on target? That's an awful attempt. Yeah, you might as well put your head in your hands, bro. I can't score this second. I just can't do it. McCarthy. Chali. Go to McCarthy again. Then to Lukaku. Surely now. No. Oh, why would he turn his back to goal before swivelling to shoot? Strange. Oh well, let's try and get something from the corner anyway. Calhanoglu, in it comes. Socrates is up. Cleared away to Calhanoglu again. That's a good delivery. Never mind. Cleared away again. I just can't do it. I can't get this second goal. City, despite having 10 men, look like they're going to get themselves a point here, and they can count themselves rather fortunate to do so, because we've dominated the game, and if it weren't for, well, I suppose, poor finishing from me, as well as good goalkeeping from Claudio Bravo, then they could have lost this game, and surely may still. Back to James McCarthy. Oh, good save, but Calhanoglu's there. Was he onside? The answer is yes. We are going to win at the Etihad. Calhanoglu, right place, right time. Oh, he just kind of hit that with his toes, McCarthy, from the edge of the box. It was a really poor strike, but Bravo can only push it as far as the Turk. Sweeps it home, 2-1. The second goal has come. We're going to get 6 points from our opening 2 games in the Premier League season, and we're going to get a win from the first game against Heerenveen, and that is exactly what we needed when we needed it. Thank you, Hakan. Thank you, Claudio Bravo, for finally making a mistake at the back. Again, probably deserved the result on chances created. Derby face Bournemouth next. Not quite the glamour tie that the Premier League can offer up on occasion, but never mind. I'm quite happy with that. Let me know in the comment section which way you voted on the straw poll that will be in the description down below. Which centre-back do we sign? I will act upon your decision. Very busy episode tomorrow, though. 2 games in 3 days and transfer deadline day. I will see you then.